My dear people of God at Abiding Presence, Pastor Keseley here with a few words to carry us through yet another wild week in Washington. For those of you whose livelihoods are being impacted by the federal government shutdown, I want you to hear as your loudest voices this week that you are essential. You are essential not because of work you do in a job, but because of who God has made you to be. Your gifts and skills, your passion and smile, your laughter and your presence are all absolutely necessary in this community of faith. You belong here. The world needs you, and we are grateful for you. The work that you've done and the work that you will do in the future, it matters. It is important. It is holy work. Your public service and care for your neighbor shows through. And I want to say thank you for choosing the work that you have been doing. We can be certain that no matter what happens in Washington, that God's work cannot be shut down. God continues to stir in our midst. God's kingdom keeps breaking into our world. And every time that we take a breath, we can be certain that we are breathing in God's presence with just enough strength, hope, and courage to take whatever step is before us. Friends, we are not alone in this time. We have been abiding together through some pretty interesting circumstances in our past. We know how to do hard things, and we know how to do those hard things together as a church, as the body of Christ for the sake of the world. So no matter what the week brings, we will keep abiding together. And on Sunday morning, we'll all come right back into this sanctuary, and we'll be fed and nourished with God's presence and with the presence of one another, so that we can go out and serve the Lord once again. In the midst of this week, hold tight to these words from the prophet Isaiah, where we hear the Lord say, "When you pass through the waters, I will be with you, and through the rivers, they shall not overwhelm you. When you walk through the fire, you shall not be burned, and the flame shall not consume you." That is God's promise. It was God's promise of old. It's God's promise today. And that's why we will keep abiding together through whatever comes.